Hi, everyone. You're joining us in the Voice of Faith, and we're going to get ready for the weekend. And we have that special purpose to bring our family, our loved ones to the arms of God, which is the altar. I want to read with you today the book of Mark, chapter 9, verse 17 to 29. Let's read here together. Then one of the crowd answered and said, Teacher, I brought you my son who had a mute spirit. Wherever it seizes him, it throws him down. So I spoke to your disciples that they should cast it out, but they could not. Isn't that the story of many people today? They have a faith, but that faith that they have is placed in people. They want people to solve their problems. They are looking and hoping for the many prayers that can be spoken and said on behalf of their family. So they ask for prayer, and there's nothing wrong with asking for prayer. However, human beings, they have limits. And this story here in the book of Mark highlights that more than ever. So the man, he brought his son to the disciples. They couldn't help him. They couldn't solve the problem. So what did he do? Intelligently, he went to the master. He went to the Lord Jesus. And when he brought his son to the Lord Jesus, he made it very clear, look, my son is suffering with an evil spirit. The problem was not physical. If it was a physical problem, he could have brought his son to the doctor. But the problem was spiritual. And when there is a spirit at work throwing the child down, it can be throwing a person down emotionally, mentally, with depression. There are so many ways that a person can be put down. A person can be enslaved to addictions that control the person. In short, when there's a spirit at work, you can only overcome that spirit with a higher spirit. And we're talking about the Spirit of God. Only with the Spirit of God you can overcome evil spirits. So when the Lord Jesus received the boy of the father, look what he asked the father. So he asked his father, how long has this been happening to him? And he said, from childhood. So we are dealing here with an impossible case, an impossible problem, a long-standing problem, a problem that is prevailing over time, weeks, months, or years. And maybe you have that situation in your family that has been plaguing your home. Family member that has been suffering, going to psychologists, going for rehab, knocking on so many doors, seeking professional help. You have tried everything throughout the many years, and you have been frustrated, you have been disappointed, maybe you have even given up. This story proves that with God, time is not an issue. It doesn't matter how long the problem is there. All that matters is that you put the problem in the right hands. In the right hands, the problem can be resolved. And that's what we're going to do this weekend. This weekend, we're going to bring to the arms of God, which is the altar, our family crisis situations. And for you to better understand, let me share here with you. Master, I brought you my child, especially taking place on a Sunday. And if your holiday is not on Sunday, you can come on Saturday. But what you should not do is nothing. Because if you do nothing, nothing will happen. It's calling us to get out of our comfort zone and to do what we normally don't do. Do what you normally don't do and bring that situation to the master. Bring it to the Creator. Bring your family to the altar. Even if you have made many prayers, if you have made many purposes, you participated in loads of campaigns, God will be present to receive your family with both His arms and wide open. And when you put your problem in the hands of God, He will be able to operate and perform a miracle. Okay, now let's finalize and find out how the Lord Jesus put an end to the suffering of the family pain, the family hurt that the father was going through. So Jesus, He rebuked the unclean spirit, saying to it, "Deaf and dumb spirit, I command you, come out of him and enter him no more." So it's very clear here that by putting the problem in the hands of the Lord Jesus became responsible for the situation. And maybe you have put your problems in the hands of many people with a good intention, people also with a good intention trying to help you, and they were limited. Human beings, they have limits. And you have asked people to pray for you. You have asked churches to pray for you. But the only thing that is missing now is to take all your distress, your pain and your hurt and your suffering, and bring it to the Master. Okay? And the Lord Jesus Christ that did the miracle for this man and his boy, He did so many more miracles in the Bible of parents that brought their kids to the Lord Jesus. The Syrophoenician woman, Jairus, the centurion. We have the example of the widow of Nain. The son had already passed away, and the Lord Jesus resurrected him. There's no case that is dead for the Lord Jesus. Okay? So I am challenging you to give God one more try, but not just a try and being curious, wishing well, but putting all your resources, all your effort, all your strength together on the altar and bringing your most pressing problem in the hands of the Lord Jesus with faith. Okay? Faith to believe. Now, one more thing we can learn here from this powerful lesson. And when He had come into the house, His disciples asked Him privately, "Why could we not cast it out?" So Jesus said to them, "This kind can come out by nothing but prayer and fasting." Okay, so here we find out another powerful answer to the solution that you're looking for. Prayer in this case was not enough. Prayer had to be accompanied by fasting. And maybe you're not familiar with fasting, but fasting has great power. Fasting is a spiritual prayer. And we use fastings in moments of distress. We use fastings in moments when we enter spiritual battles. So we are inviting you to come on fasting. And if you want to know more about fasting, you can scan the QR code. If you want to know more about how to reach here at the Help Center, get in touch with us or WhatsApp us so that you can be well prepared. Together with prayer, there will be a fasting that we will present. And then we will call upon the higher power, a higher spirit to come down to crush, eliminate, annihilate the evil spirits that have been tormenting our loved ones and family members. Okay? This is our proposal for the weekend. Get ready for that and join us in this powerful event. May all of you be greatly blessed, and I'm looking forward to see you this weekend here at the Help Center, binding together my faith with you. God bless you all abundantly.